In our organization, and I think in most organizations, the greatest success comes out of diversity of input, of experiences, and women are a big part of that diversity, and what they bring to our organization and their experiences and how they help us think about how to serve our members is really important. We're very proud of that and feel that we have a message to share with others about women in leadership.
Nearly 80% of healthcare decisions are made by women. So this is a natural coupling of their commitment to opportunities for women without limits, as well as their core market.
And that would be the other gift that this generation has brought, and that is this notion of authenticity.
But it really is about bringing your full self to work, which I did not do, believe it or not, for 20 years.
People are used to what they're used to, and people are more comfortable with people that look like them. And so sometimes it's just a comfort thing, right? If they haven't had exposure to diversity, they haven't had a lot of experience with inclusion, then they're just not comfortable and they don't know what to expect. There's men that get it and there's men that don't get it, right? And so it's the responsibility of the men that get it to have the conversations with the men that don't get it, right? One, I hear a lot from men who previously didn't get it, who get it now, that it came about from their daughters. So women, men have daughters and they're seeing their daughters start to enter the workforce and they want them to have the opportunities that they have. So I think daughters are starting to change their fathers, which is one thing, which is a great thing. But then, like I said before, men who do get it need to help others that don't get it see things in a different way and kind of challenge their views and what they're used to. Believe in yourself that you're worthy and that you have a right to have a seat at the table. You're going to find yourself at seats at the table where no one else looks like you. It's getting comfortable being the only, whether it's the only African American woman or whether it's the only woman, whatever the only is, but being comfortable enough to know that you are worthy to be in that seat and really owning that, and then other people will believe it too, because if you don't believe it, they're not going to believe it.
Learn how to play golf. And it's got actually nothing to do with kind of like how it is we're all here today. That is an absolute regret that I have, that I did not learn how to play golf. I was the bow tie back at the bank, kind of doing the work while everybody else was out with clients or referral sources, etc. That what I missed was that networking and the ability to spend meaningful time with clients where they are very, very different than when they're walking through financial statements or when we're negotiating a loan covenant or something like that. But I would tell you that the 20 years when you're building a portfolio and growing your business on your own personal brand of how good you are as a banker, that was something I didn't have.
It's always fun to do little clinics like this because they're so excited to be out there and they have so much to learn too, which is fun. But we had a great time with the ladies and I think they had a good day. Kirk is awesome and his wife Laura. I'm so thankful for their sponsorship. Not only does it help me financially, but it's also just another family to have and someone that has your back.
Working at Versant Health is the first organization that I've worked for that there isn't a feeling or an aura of gender division. And I think that just by culture, Versant Health does not factor that in. It's based on ability. Everyone has an equal voice based on ability. And there's a lot of great women with great skills, and naturally Versant Health has been afforded the opportunity to hire and promote and advance women because of the underlying culture that we have.
Percent of corporate sponsorship dollars that go to women's sports, less than 5%.
Media coverage of women's sports, less than 4%. Number of women on the Forbes 100 of highest paid sports figures, exactly one, Serena Williams. Our women deserve more. Girls growing up, and boys as well, deserve to see strong and successful female athletes as role models, because that will translate into their dynamics in business and their dynamics in life.
Thank you, Versant. Thank you, Volunteers of America. Thank you to our sponsors who have the vision and the belief of the relationship between women as professional athletes and women as role models for our boys and our girls. So let's just have a round of applause.